These two guys have Minnesota sports flowing in their veins. Mackey and Judd on Score North and ScoreNorth.com.
Write this down. Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, it's prediction time here, gentlemen. The only show, this and Purple Daily, write that down, that puts statistics next to our predictions so you can see just how wrong we are on a weekly basis here. Before we dive into the accountability session, the predictions, the 3M Open.
Yeah.
It's 3M Open this week right now. In fact, tomorrow, right? Aren't they? Tomorrow's Thursday, so rock.
Yep. I believe, was it Mike Conley out there today for the Pro-Am? I saw Mike Conley, or yesterday was playing, so that was pretty cool. Plus the actual golfers. You got the Max Homas, you got the Wyndham Clarks, you have Sam Burns. Some of the best PGA Tour guys are going to be out there. So go to 3mopen.com. You can still get your tickets. It's going to be an absolute blast. It's happening all week at TPC Twin Cities. Lee Bryce will be doing a concert on Saturday. Go support and go watch some of the best golfers in our backyard here. Go to 3mopen.com/tickets.
And maybe after you're done walking around in the heat, you're hungry, you're crawling through the parking lot. What should I have to re-nourish myself? How about a Green Mill pizza? So Pep's Pizza, who makes legit pizza, which we've talked about for months on this show, they also put together Green Mill Restaurant Pizza, that iconic Green Mill restaurant brand that most of you already know. And now the legendary flavor of their award-winning Green Mill Restaurant pizzas can be enjoyed anytime at home. Tavern-style pizza. They also offer soft breadsticks and sauces available at your local grocer. Learn more at greenmillfoods.com. Greenmillfoods.com.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Judd, you have 3 different 3M Open predictions, or just 2 today for the write that down?
I have 4 actually. I'm going to go. I'm going to take a bonus one.
I have a 3M Open prediction at some point here. Let's dive into how this works here on the OG edition of Write That Down. So it's 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. We keep track of batting averages and home runs. A home run is like a prediction that's very unlikely to come true, like a 25% or less chance. Listeners, if you want to participate, like Bruce is about to for the first time, you can send Declan a message through the Score North app, and we'll get you scheduled for some time here in the coming weeks and months. The season runs from Super Bowl to Super Bowl, so we're not even halfway through the 2025 Write That Down season. We'll start with Judd, if you're ready to be held accountable, sir.
Depends. Ah, man. Yeah,
Ooh.
Okay. I knew this one was coming off the board.
You said Rory McIlroy would win the Open Championship.
Didn't play poorly, at least through Saturday I was watching. He was, but yeah, Scotty was unbelievable.
Yeah, Scotty just pulled away from the field. Rory was, I think, right there, 2nd or 3rd place at one point, but 6 strokes behind Scotty. Right. And you said the Wolves would win the Summer League title.
I got screwed on this.
I did too, by the way.
Like this is fix the Summer League. I either expand the playoff format for the champion or just don't have a champion. It's ridiculous. My club was perfect, I believe.
Don't you feel like with how popular Vegas Summer League is too, that there would be an appetite for like an expanded playoff bracket? If you made it an 8-team playoff bracket and you advertised it, people would 100% watch those games.
I don't see how you can have an undefeated record and like they go on points. I don't know.
Especially if you're not a savage organization. You're up by 10 points late in the game. We're not going to run the score up, but they should. There's a couple times where they probably could have run the score up more than they did.
It cost us a banner. That's what ticks me off.
I know.
It cost us a banner that would be hanging proudly on opening night in Target Center.
Totally. I had a bad week here too. I also said the Wolves would win Summer League. I said Leonard Miller would score double figures in each of the Summer League games he plays in. So he played in 4. I think he scored over 20 in 3 of them, and then 6 in the other one. So I said TJ Shannon would drop at least 30 or more in a Summer League game. He flirted a couple times, did not. And I said Rory would win another major in 2025. Only the Masters. Pretty bad week there for old Macadac. The listeners had one thing come off the board. Nick said the World Series of Poker main event will be won by an American. I'm sure you guys were glued.
Yeah, who won it?
For days, just like I was.
Who won it?
So it was actually one of the, if you can indulge me for like 30 seconds here, because poker is outside of like, Minnesota sports, poker is like one of my great passions in life. And the main event is, so the World Series of Poker is like a 1.5, 2 month series of 100 different events, and they're all different levels of buy-ins. And the two biggest events, like in terms of prestige, are the $50,000 buy-in Poker Players Championship, where they play a bunch of different games, and it's the top players in the world. Bit of a smaller field, but it's the most competitive, big buy-in poker tournament and prestigious poker tournament. Next to the World Series of Poker main event, which is a $10,000 buy-in, open field. Like literally Judd could just walk in and play in the World Series of Poker main event if you wanted to, which would be hilarious, actually. And there's like 9,000 players in the field. It's really hard to even get. It's like a 2-week event, the main event. The same guy, Michael Mizrachi, the grinder, won both of those tournaments. And poker is very much a skill-based game, but there is a huge element of luck in the short term. So like winning a tournament of a massive field of 9,000 is incredible.
Okay.
To win both of these events in the same year is unprecedented. And he's been one of the top, like he won World Poker Tour events back in the early 2000s when poker was booming on TV. And so he's been one of these OG ESPN World Poker Tour guys. Super fun. A lot of these new players are just, they got their hoods up and they're calculating odds in their head and they don't say anything. Like it's
They're
a TV
baseball
show.
Guys.
Just kidding.
They've ruined baseball and now they're ruining poker.
And guys like the grinder, Michael Mizrachi, he's up there, he's drinking, he's celebrating.
He's Babe Ruth.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
He's
got a little bit of a gut. What's that?
He's flipping his bat, hitting home runs, flipping.
He is. Like when he announces a big raise, like the final hand, his opponent put a bunch of money in, and then he pounds the table, goes both thumbs up, and says, "We're going up higher. We're raising again."
Oh, wow.
Just a big personality. So what happened was he was immediately upon winning the main event, just like snap inducted into the Poker Hall of Fame. The committee came, he wins the tournament, and the heads of the Poker Hall of Fame committee came in and said, no, usually it's like one person goes in per year and there's candidates. They said, we just put a guy in last week, Nick Schulman. We're snap inducting you right now on the spot into the Poker Hall of Fame for this achievement. So, and he is American, which is why.
This sounds like something baseball needs.
Yeah, if you do something crazy like Shohei Ohtani hits 3 home runs and pitches a shutout in the same game.
You're in the Hall of Fame.
You're just in the Hall of Fame right now. So it's pretty exciting there for anyone that cares about poker, I guess. Declan, you said AJ Lee would make an appearance at WWE Evolution.
Shame.
That's CM Punk's wife, for those.
Shame.
And then you said Rob Dillingham would drop at least 20 points against the Suns in that Summer League game last week. He did. Flirted a couple times and finally broke through. So here's the season stats to this point, about 5 months in. I'm at 293, Judd 261, Dex 246, listeners 245. Declan has the home run lead with 4. The rest of us all have 3. And then Declan, all-time career stats here dating back to 2018, 341 average, 318 for Judd. I'm at 280, listeners 265. Judd's the hit king with 371. Listeners, the home run kings with 73. So there you have it. Shuffle up and deal. We should enter Judd in. Let's crowdfund a $10,000
I don't even know how
buy-in.
to play, so
yeah, Judd,
that'd be hilarious, dude. Judd sits down and there's like
fun.
4 pros, sunglasses, and Judd asks the dealer, so does a straight beat a flush or is it vice versa?
I was going to say, this is,
Does 3 of a kind beat a flush? Refresh me.
I love gambling. Nothing to me is more intimidating than the poker table. Nothing. It scares the crap out of me. Yes, it scares
It's just
the
a
crap
bunch
out
of
of me.
random schleps just sitting around.
I'd much rather take my chances on a money line or blackjack. I would much rather just sit
What
there.
What scares you about it?
Well, you have to have skill to be good at it, and like lying to people, and I'm not good at that. and manipulating people. I am not good at either of those two things.
Okay, you're so noble. I
am not noble, but
Hold
I'm
on a
not
second. It sounds like this is my game. It sounds like this is a fit for me.
This is why.
Manipulating people? Hold on a second.
Schlep. I am the schlep that gets lied to and gets manipulated. So no, I'm not risking my money in that.
It is funny though, because at its core, unlike other forms of gambling where like blackjack, you're playing against the house or slots or whatever, like the house has an advantage. In poker, you're playing against you're trying to physically take money from other humans, or in a tournament, take chips and finish as high as possible to get the payout. But you are telling lies or not, right? They don't know what two cards you have. So every time you speak with your chips, you could be lying. And a guy like the grinder, Michael Mizrachi, very good at sniffing out people's energy, where if they give a little, there's a little lump in their throat or something, guys like him can sort of point that out. So up until a couple years ago, it got so out of control. Players were allowed to like put hoods up and wear masks and sunglasses and just like hide themselves. And some of the OG players are like, first of all, this is terrible for TV. Like, what are we doing here? It's an entertainment product. Second of all, there's got to be some level of, I got to be able to see a little something, like your eyes, so now you can choose like one or two of those things, but you can't choose all three. You can have your hood up, but you can't cover your face. Or you can have sunglasses on, but you can't have your hood up and covering your face at the same time.
Good. It's like this whole thing about sign stealing in baseball now. Well, the Yankees were tipped off, and now they should be hit in the head. Sign stealing is fine. It's just you can't have video. Like, the younger generation gets offended by things. It's like you can't be offended by everything. There's gamesmanship.
Amen. Judd the Grinder Zulgad coming to a poker table.
I love gamesmanship in sports, man. It's the greatest.
You'd be a good poker player. You're like you can kind of hide your emotions. You're cerebral. You're thoughtful. Yeah. Strategically.
Declan's shaking his head.
You don't think Judd's those? Not thoughtful in like I know your birthday thoughtful. I mean like
right. Yeah. I know
Judd
that.
puts like strategic thought into things. Is my
that part's good. I was more shaking.
Does.
Yeah, I'm more shaking my head at me, just thinking like, God, I would just be so bad at that. I would just be so bad.
Definitely just folds, goes all in every hand.
I'm out.
Let's get Bruce in here, making his debut on Write That Down. Bruce, what's going on, dude?
It's good to be here. I'm excited.
Dueling mustaches here.
There you go.
What's the jersey, Bruce?
It's a Jay Jettis color.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
very good.
I like that one.
Man, So are you Minnesota based? Give us your background as a Minnesota sports fan.
Right in central Minnesota in St. Cloud. I know you too, Mackey and Dex, are familiar in this area. It's downpouring, so that's not fun. It's been like that the past few days, but all my life just Minnesota sports all over. It's been terrible, but honestly, nothing about it really. I mean, just a lot of crying with the Vikings. I was at all the Twins playoff games in 23, so that was fun. But, I don't know. Wolves, they're getting to it now. The Wild, I like the future a little bit. But, we're getting after it. And, by the way, Judd, I need to see you at the poker table. That would be peak TV right there.
Well, perhaps I'll consider it. If I had any idea what I was doing, which I don't right now.
It would be even funnier if we didn't teach you about poker. We could get you into even like a smaller World Series event, one that's live streamed, so there's a chance you'd be at a feature table.
Maybe we could give you the Purple Daily draft party.
But we would have a laminated little card next to you that let you know what hand beat what. So like, 2 pair beats 1 pair, 3 of a kind beats 2 pair, and you could just reference that every time there's a hand being played. That'd be hilarious. You got like a professional who's made $10 million, and there's Judd looking over like, so I have 5 hearts in a row right now. What does that mean? It's a straight flush, sir. So Bruce, you're going to be first out of the gate here, then Judd, over to Dex, back to me.
Write this down.
3 predictions each. So if you're ready, let's rock and roll here.
Perfect. So Phil, I'm actually going to need you to take the headphones off for this first
Nice.
one.
Fair enough. Okay.
Here we go.
Hold on, let me turn my...
Here we go. All right, I think he is
good.
Properly.
He's good. Yeah.
All right.
I hear you.
So you guys tell me if this is fair or if this is doable. So Write this down. Phil will use the football sounder specifically after one of our predictions today. I'm going to try baiting him into it.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Again, gamesmanship.
Good. Yeah, for sure. All right. That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Phil's not.
You're
looking.
good.
You can come
You're
back.
good.
You can come back now. Yeah. There you go.
That was efficient.
It was efficient.
Feels
Quick and
we're
easy.
being
Very
very
snappy.
efficient.
Very
Yep.
snappy.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Am I gonna?
Stumble into it?
You very well
Write this
might. You might
down.
not. This could be for like 2 weeks down the road for all,
Oh,
or
I
3
know.
weeks down the road. Who knows what it is? All right. Write this down. Byron Buxton will finish the season without having been caught stealing. So he's
Oh.
17 for 17 right now. I think he's gonna he's stealing a decent amount. I wouldn't say it's a ton, but I do not think that he gets caught stealing. He picks his spots really, really well.
Yeah, it would be pretty incredible if he finished 30 for 30, 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases, and did not get caught stealing. Has anyone ever done the 30 and 30?
I don't think so.
Quick little
No.
I don't think
30,
anyone's done it
30.
without being caught stealing.
MLB 30-30.
And the highest successful rate in Major League Baseball history.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just
like
90%.
for his career.
Yep, he's the highest of all time, 90.2%.
It looks like there's been like maybe 50, 47, 68 different seasons of 30-30 by 47 different players. The list I have is just home runs and steals. It doesn't show caught stealing, but like Barry Bonds did it a bajillion times. Looks like maybe 5 or 6 times.
Sure.
But I don't know that any of them have done it without being caught stealing.
I highly doubt it.
Crazy.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, I'll make a couple Twins deadline-related predictions. Let's go with this one. The Twins will acquire at least 2 top 100 prospects at the trade deadline. We will use, by the way, to quantify the top 100, MLB.com.
Okay.
I'm not going to mix and match. I don't want to nitpick of the
Baseball
Athletic
America,
and ESPN based. Like, no.
Judge
We'll just-
Journal. I'm constantly
yeah.
rating
What's the
prospects.
Walter football of like, like I don't know what the Walter football version of that is, but something goofy. So I will use just MLB.com. They'll acquire at least 2 top 100 prospects, which apparently that is what they're asking for Duran and Jax, according to Jeff Passan today. It's 2 top 100 prospects.
I'll have you know that there is a WalterFootball.com Major League Baseball section.
Oh, is there?
We should use that, Declan.
Is there a prospect
yeah.
list?
Let me see here.
What's more reliable?
It looks like there's one article from a month ago. So this might be like a new thing, and it's gambling related. So it's Walt himself, and he did an MLB player prop bet picks thing.
Nice.
So maybe Walter Football is going to create WalterBaseball.com.
I can see that.
Branch out the
I love how
business.
you found that.
I just Googled Walter Football Baseball, and it's the first thing that popped up.
Love it.
Okay, write this down. I think Royce Lewis has found something here, and I do think it's too late. I don't think it's going to prevent the team. Now, last night, it's funny because last night he didn't get a hit, but by putting the bat on the ball when there's runners in scoring position, he winds up with a bunch of RBIs. He drew a walk too, which is nice. I think he's going to continue, even if it's too little too late and they wind up selling off some pieces. The summer of Royce has begun. And I'm just going to say that he finishes with at least 20 home runs on the year. He has 4 right now.
Wow.
And to make sure that this is a home run, he'll finish with, so his OPS on the season is 641 right now. His OPS on the season will be at least 740. So he'll go up 100 points in OPS between now and the end of the season. And 16 more home runs between now and the end of the season. Is that a home run?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's found something. I think it seems like he's now just telling everyone, I'm going to do it my way, which is fine. He's super talented. Do it however you want to do it. Just get on base.
The poor guy had 3 RBI yesterday with 0 hits.
Oh,
How many times does that happen?
Well,
yeah, but it's not like You say poor guy. I say that's what happens when you put the bat on the ball and there's runners on base.
The dribbler in front of the plate where the Dodgers pitcher threw it into the right field corner is one of the most incredible things I've seen in baseball.
And that was technically an RBI, right?
Because it was a hit.
And 2 runs scored on the play.
Yeah.
Or it was maybe I'm crossing plays.
The bases were loaded. No, I did 3 run?
He also walked with the bases loaded.
He walked. He did not get a hit. He did not have a hit yesterday.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's how you do it. Put the ball in play.
Put the ball.
Coax a walk.
Those look great. It's good to see.
And now they're going to trade their closer.
Write this down.
Okay, back to Bruce. Second prediction.
All right. Write this down. Scotty Scheffler will complete the Grand Slam next year at the U.S. Open. I looked at the course, Shinnecock Hills, and I looked up a lot of information about it, and it's like all I've seen is you got to have good iron play and be good with your wedges. And based on this last weekend and a bunch of the other tournaments this year, I think Scotty's got that.
You're like, I looked up the course, and there's 18 holes and flag sticks, so Scotty Scheffler should be favored to win.
I mean, with him this weekend, that's the logic you need.
Yeah, he's been it is kind of crazy that I don't think he's Tiger in terms of like a golf cultural standpoint, but there's portions of Tiger's career that like the first 80 starts or from the first major or whatever that the stats do compare to peak Tiger Woods, what we're watching right now.
I've seen those, yeah. It is.
And then he goes home and says, "What's it all about?"
Nothing matters.
Yeah.
Like Nikola Jokic in that way.
Personality-wise, he's as far away from Tiger as you can possibly get. Like Tiger was like, "I'm going to take it to you all. The only thing that matters are 2 things: golf and Denny's." And Scheffler's like, "Yeah, whatever."
Is it Denny's or was it Perkins? I think you screwed. I think what was it? I think it was Perkins.
I thought it was both. I thought he didn't discriminate against the restaurants.
I'm on fire looking things up here, so.
But I mean, you might be right. I thought there was a Denny's. I thought I really enjoyed a Denny's.
Tiger Woods
reference.
Waitress, which restaurant?
Google.
Okay. It was a Perkins.
No Denny's at all?
Tiger Woods is known to have frequented Perkins Restaurant and Bakery in Orlando, Florida, where he met waitress, I'll spare her name. She later became one of the women linked to Woods during the 2009 scandal that involved his infidelity. She worked at the Perkins near his Isleworth home.
The Perkins Bakery.
Oh,
at least in my time, in my time going there.
Yeah,
underrated as hell. Just phenomenal.
I understand what I'm about to say, and I hope doesn't derail something else. But I mean, the pie at Perkins is phenomenal. The French silk pie. I didn't get birthday cake. I'm not a cake guy.
Yeah, I agree with you on this.
I can't stand cake. I'm not a cake dude. So my birthday every year with my family, I would always get French silk pie from Perkins or Baker Square too. I get one of those two.
Oh yeah.
But I go pie over cake.
Oh, I agree completely.
There's another story here about this Perkins waitress.
Yeah, what's up?
2 years after, well, actually, it happened around the same time, but she apparently was sentenced to a year in jail in 2011 for a 2009 drunk driving accident, according to reports. So yeah, she was kind of going through it there. But I agree on the pie and the bakery section.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The chicken tender melt would be the number one thing at Perkins with a side of ranch.
The patty melt late night in my youth was delicious.
Pretty good.
Write this down.
Great way to soak up the alcohol. Okay. And we move on.
I think it's you. I think it's on you.
It's to Judd.
Yep.
Royce Lewis. I am on the Royce Lewis train. I am with Phil. I am on the Royce Lewis train, but I'm going to give you a short-term prediction here. Royce Lewis will hit 3 or more home runs in the, as I count them, 6 games between now and next week's. Write that down.
All right.
So they played this afternoon, the Dodgers, and then they've got Washington coming to town for the weekend.
In Beantown.
I'm putting him on. Yeah, I'm putting him on 3 home runs before we reconvene to do this next week.
It does feel feasible. Like when he starts to click, it just becomes a waterfall of production, and we haven't seen it in a minute.
You know what's funny about this entire thing? I recall a time when Byron Buxton was going through it as well, that we sort of had this same discussion of Buck decided, I'm going to do it my way.
Yeah, like years ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm tired of being told to have a leg kick, and then I'm told not to have a leg kick. Let's just try to do things like and shockingly with hitters who are really good,
Yeah,
it works when they do it their way.
Yeah, when you're like the number 1 or number 2 overall pick, and I get it, out of high school, you need some molding. But there is a natural instinct and talent and feel there that, okay, there's some tweaking if you want to hit major league pitching. But at some point, like, all right, these dudes, Royce Lewis is 26 at this point.
Yeah.
Right? He's been in professional baseball for almost a decade.
Yep.
You know what you're doing. Go up there and figure it out. And
if
sink or swim on your own terms.
Borg Schulte should work with Ty France until the cows come home, but stay away from 23.
Just a Ty France drive-by. Back to Dex here for his second prediction.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Okay, write this down. The Twins will acquire an established major league player by the trade deadline. I'll go quantifying this 3 years of service time. So I think there'll either be someone thrown into a trade package. Maybe it's a sideways move. Maybe you trade something and you get something back that still helps you in 2025 and beyond. So they will also acquire an established major league player.
So you are predicting let's say, Brian Dozier trade to the Dodgers, which brought back Logan Forsythe, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Could happen. Yeah.
I would actually let's just bring Logan Forsythe in. What's he up to?
What's he doing? Yeah.
Let's bring that guy in.
Probably enjoying retirement.
Write this down.
All right, my second prediction here. Ricky Fowler will win the 3M Open.
Okay.
His first tournament win in a couple of years. Ricky Fowler had a nice little Sunday at the Open at one point. So he had shot 6 under, I think, on Sunday, and at one point was 8th on that leaderboard. And then, the other guys kind of came in the afternoon, but I think Ricky Fowler's got it back. He's also competing to solidify his spot in the FedEx Cup playoffs, so there's some inspiration there. Maybe even I think if he were to win and then do some damage in the FedEx, does the FedEx Cup playoffs count for Ryder Cup? I'm not sure, but there's a lot for Ricky to play for here. He's going to be a fan favorite. He'll have the crowd behind him. Ricky Fowler.
Write this down.
Wins the 3M Open. Bruce, third and final prediction.
Yeah. All right. So write this down. The Minnesota Vikings will be top 7 in red zone proficiency or red zone scoring percentage, however you want to quantify that.
Yeah.
I know you guys like to say the bloody knuckles, big men up front. I love the O-line now. Jordan Mason down at the
football.
That's right.
That A gap, just abusing guys, going up the defensive tackle, the A gap.
Yeah, that's right. The C gap is for cowards.
All right.
Exactly.
The A gap is where the real tough guys.
All right, let's do it.
There was my first prediction.
Oh, that I would hit the
Football
football sounder.
Hit the football sound.
By the way, beautifully played. Gamesmanship at its highest
job,
form.
There it is.
Love this.
There we go, listeners. Let's keep it rolling.
Well done. And the best part was Bruce said, "I'm gonna bait him."
Yep.
And we're like, okay, that's fair.
It was, and yeah, you know what?
Beautifully played.
Even if I knew, that prediction warranted the football sounder.
Of course.
Great tactical work.
And I don't think it's very far-fetched. I love the O-line. I love everything the Vikings brought in.
Yeah, you didn't force the prediction to bait him.
No.
The prediction just naturally took him, drew him.
I do.
You don't know how long my cousin and I have been talking about this prediction. We're like, Phil's going to turn to his left and hit the. Oh, that's perfect.
Love this.
Slow motion turn. I think your prediction would have generated the football sounder on its own. Judd adding the A gap commentary.
Well, I was
for the assist there too, for sure.
Yeah,
great. Wow, Bruce with an all-star appearance here. Write that down. Since you've got this platform, is there anyone you'd like to thank or shout out that helped you get to this peak moment today, Bruce?
Well, my family, my fiance, we're getting married in 11 days.
Wow, congrats,
dude. Yeah, thank you.
Stash in play or no?
For the wedding, yeah. I'm going to have to shave what's under. I did shave.
Good for you.
You can't see it much, but yeah.
Okay, good.
She's fine with the mustache, but there's one thing. She's a Green Bay fan, so.
Okay. So you're allowing her to be a Packer fan. She's allowing you to have a mustache for the wedding photos.
Yeah. I mean,
everything balances out.
Yeah.
Is she a big Packer fan or just
her whole family is, yeah. I've been dealing with it for years now, but it'll be okay. It makes Sundays interesting. It made last year interesting when we swept them, so.
Packer fans are kind of funny. I was in Wisconsin over the weekend, and my family on that side, diehard Packer fans, and like a lot of them are just out on Matt LaFleur, and I find that so. Packer fans are really impatient if a quarterback starts to waver, or they're out on Rodgers because of the way it ended. They were out on Favre for a while, but then he kind of came back into the good graces and whatever. But they're like, I don't know. There's a lot of Packer fans who are just out on Matt LaFleur, who is one of the best 6 or 7 coaches in the, well, I guess top 10 according to the coaching tiers that we put out last week.
Mm-hmm. No, but she's amazing. She's awesome. But yeah, my family, friends, always watching the games with me and everything. And then you guys work hard. I know that. I appreciate you guys a lot for it. Listen, everyday listener. So all the platforms. Yeah.
Nice work, Bruce.
Awesome.
Thank you. And we'll definitely do it again. Early congratulations on the wedding. Enjoy the rest of your summer, man.
Awesome. You guys do. Have fun at training camp.
All right. Let's go.
We will.
SPF 10,000 today, baby.
Notebook is out.
Let's get it. Yeah, it is hot. And MSP Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. If you're worried about your air conditioner, there is a place to call here, Judd.
Yes, and that would be our friends at MSP who do such an outstanding job. And look, here's the thing. Your air conditioning doesn't need to be out completely for it to need work. And there is no more important time than right now to make sure that you are getting peak efficiency from your AC. MSP has a $49 AC tune-up that will give you a peace of mind that you and your family are as comfortable as possible during these hot, sticky days. They do repairs, installs, reliable service. Heck, when it gets to be cold outside, guess who came to Sports Dad's house and fixed the heater? That was the folks at MSP. Join their Total Comfort Club, and you know that all year long that your plumbing, heating, and air are going to be taken care of. Just give them a call, 651-615-4292, or check out their website where all the information is available. CallMSP.com. That's the website, CallMSP.com.
I love golfing when it's hot. Like I'll do fall golf, but I don't mind being out there in the heat of summer decks. Meadows at Mystic could be a great place for summer golf.
Absolutely. You can also enjoy a nice cold one on the patio after your round. It's a great, humongous, expansive patio. You can see the entire course from there as well. You can go to golfthemeadows.com to check out that tee sheet as well, so you can get on the links and ready to rock. Whether you're shooting 80, who do we have? Brady was on Purple Daily. Write that down, and said he played there and he was a little frustrated because he only shot 95. I would be buying lottery tickets. I would be walking away from the game of golf if I fired a 95 at the Meadows of Mystic Lake. Go to golfthemeadows.com, where they welcome all the golfers, the 100s like me and the guys breaking 80 or 90.
Write this down.
All right, final predictions here. Judd.
All right. So I know that the Dodgers pitching situation, including their bullpen's a mess. Bunch of guys are out. But what I saw last night offended me to such a degree because it was so bad. And like the Dodgers need help in the bullpen. So write this down. Griffin Jacks or Yohan Duran will be a Dodger by the deadline. The Twins are going to trade one of those two. In fact, if I was Twins, I would tell the Dodgers, I would slip a piece of paper to Andrew Friedman before I leave town today, and it would be a ransom note, and say, if you want one of these guys, and by the way, if you don't get help, you're done. You're donezo. You make the playoffs.
They had pretty shaky pitching last year, and they still kind of got by. Their bullpen's is worse this year than it was last year.
And there's guys out who I think are going to come back, so that might preclude this. But that bullpen, I don't know how much I made it through the 7th inning last night. That game was offensive to my baseball senses. Like I was offended by that.
Well, they almost game. Like the first game. That's as close as you can come to hitting a 2 outs, 9th inning game winning or tying. Would have been tying, right? It's 2 guys on base.
But I mean, it's not like the Twins got a super well pitched game themselves last night. That was horse bleep baseball.
Yeah, but you know what? The Dodgers have so many. They always have prospects that they do such a great job just like developing guys that they always have chips to trade. So they'll fix that.
Provis said with Plouffe 2 days ago that he had gone through the prospect pools, and the one drawback about the Dodgers is like most of their top 100 prospects are in like A-ball right now, so they don't have a lot of guys that are close yet. But it's great because, and this was definitely reflected on the Twin show. yesterday. Plouffe hates prospects.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Provis is like, hey, I looked at the Detroit prospects. They're all like AAA. And so Provis was all, had done his homework and was all saying, Plouffe's like, they're all lottery tickets.
I wonder if there's a little self-loathing and that Plouffe was an 18-year-old first-round pick and like that, and that was pressure on him throughout his minor league career.
Maybe.
That, I mean, he told that story about Tolbert gets called up before he does, and he's like, "Man, I've been grinding for 6 years in the minors, and I'm like,
just got hammered."
He's at the bar alone.
That's a great. He's buying the bar rounds of like Long Island's.
But yeah, like generally, I think especially if you're a big market team that can afford to outspend your problems, you should treat your prospect pool as tradable chips to go get established players, and so they'll fix that. Maybe the Twins deal with them. Okay, final prediction.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
The Lynx. Oh, sorry, Dex. Go ahead. I'm cutting
one more prediction for me.
My bad.
One more prediction here.
I didn't mind it. Didn't affect me.
I'm going to make a television show related prediction here. Okay. I love Stranger Things. So Stranger Things is finally coming back. It's in like 3 installments for Thanksgiving, like Christmas and New Year's Eve. It's going to be awesome.
All those kids are 50 years old now. It's been so long since the last season.
They are older. But I mean, Rachel McAdams played she was 31 when she played Mean Girls. Like that was also a thing. So it happens. It's acting.
She was 31?
She was old. Yeah, she was super old.
Really old.
She was very old when she was in Mean Girls. Yep. Harry Potter kids, same thing happens. Write this down though. Steve Harrington's my favorite character in Stranger Things, and there's been a lot of talk about who's going to die in season 5 of Stranger Things because there's going to be this epic battle. Write this down. Steve Harrington will not die in the final season of Stranger Things. He will not die. He will live. He will live throughout this season. He's high on the big board. If you Google who's going to die in season 5, a lot of people have Steve on there because he's a beloved character. I say he makes it. I'm more willing this into existence because I don't want to watch him die. So write it down.
All right. Judd, who's your favorite Stranger Things character?
Joe Ryan.
Joe Ryan? Who actually looks a little bit like Steve Harrington.
That's what, yeah.
Billy he looks like Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Billy.
I wouldn't know. I would just
Billy Hargrove. Yeah. Billy.
Yeah,
that was Max's stepbrother. He died in season 3. But yes, he looks. It's terrifying how much he looks like Joe Ryan.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
We should make more Netflix series predictions. I'll make a Lynx one here. They just beat the brakes off of Chicago last night. Rachel Banham, by the way, getting some good run with Chicago. Former friend of the show. But Nafisa Collier, she already won the All-Star Game MVP, I think, over the weekend. So I'm going to say this. Nafisa Collier is going to wind up winning league MVP, finals MVP, and by extension, the Lynx will win the championship too.
Okay.
So she will sweep the awards: league MVP, champion, and finals MVP. Write it down.
And then they'll go on strike.
Yeah, and
they'll get locked out.
Write it down. You like
it
writing
is,
things
dude.
down.
Some of the maybe we talk about this later on maybe it's like a tomorrow episode thing, but these idiots that think, well, the company's losing money, so no one should get paid. Okay. So think about like all the tech companies for years and years that like it took Facebook like 10 years or 15 years to make money, or you still need talented high-level people making a lot of money. There is still a lot of revenue coming in, and the new TV deals that were signed by the WNBA, and like no one's saying it's on the level of the NBA or that a player should be making $30 million, but there's just a lot of like drive-by commentary right now that, well, they want more money. Well, but the league lost $40 million. Okay, well, the league just signed a massive new TV deal, and the league still brings in a lot of ticket revenue, and players are, according to reports, making about 9% of that. NBA is closer to 50%. Let's make it 20%, whatever they negotiate, right?
Right.
But to say that if the company's losing money, then no one should be making money is, all right, well.
The amount of people that didn't give a crap about that league like 2 years ago who are now offering commentary to me is the most hysterical thing.
Just popping their heads in
like,
hey, let me say something about this. So anyways, those are
Write it down. You like writing things down.
We'll write that down. Predictions here on Mackey and Judd. Don't forget Purple Daily starting tomorrow And going forward for like the next few weeks, Judd's Camp Notes take over on a near daily basis. And you can subscribe to some of our other YouTube channels too. The Scorner Twin Show leading up to the trade deadline. Flagrant Howls is still rocking during the offseason, coming off just a great season. And the new YouTube channel we launched the last 6 weeks, you guys have that over 6,000 subscribers. O-Line Committee, and then this year, if you're watching this on YouTube, the Scorner channel. I think we have 5 channels now, if my math is right. So thank you for clicking the subscribe button and the like button. And we'll see you guys tomorrow here on Mackey and Judd.